King Gizzard and the Lizard Wizard at the Hollywood Bowl. I was at the concert in Los Angeles on August 10th, 2025, sitting in box 171 in the garden, seat number 4. And during Iron Lung, the song was starting, I get hit from behind on my shoulder really hard. So I turn around and a woman who's older says, "The next time you're going to dance around in front of someone, you might want to ask first." And then she just like runs off with her friend. And I'm like, what? So I was like really shocked because it was kind of a nasty thing to say. But I was also shocked that she assaulted me. And then to make things even crazier is that I didn't even dance for the first, I think, 45 minutes of the concert because the symphony started out. It was very like symphonic with the band. And then the symphony took a break and the band did a long jam section, and my seatmate, who was this random guy who was younger and came out all the way from Santa Barbara, he'd seen them a few times, he loves them, and he's like, "Hey, I think we can dance now." Like, he was really eager to get up and dance, and I was like, "Yeah, let's do it," And there were other people in our row just further, see where 161, 162, and 161 are? They were dancing over there, and so I was like, yeah, I think it's totally fine to dance. And there were people, the pit was actually set up tonight as seated tables, not a mosh pit. Sometimes it's set up as rows or whatever, but it was set up as seated dinner. But it was just really shocking because it's a rock concert, it's a jam band concert, and there were definitely people there I could tell that seemed like more elderly patrons of the Hollywood Bowl who probably buy like a summer series to see the symphonic stuff. But this really wasn't a symphonic concert. It was basically a band who had a symphony playing with them. But later on in the concert, the show got more and more heavy, and they got more into their heavier stuff and their metal, because their new album's a little more alty. I can't explain it, but when they got into their big hits from the past, there was a lot of more metal and heavy stuff, and it just was meant to be danced to. It wasn't meant to just be seated to. So I just didn't understand that she could be so upset that she hit me. But it's on the tapes, so I could press charges, but I'm also I just wanted to go home. I was all alone, and I didn't want to have to file a police report on a Sunday night and pull up the footage. But it's pretty upsetting because otherwise I had a really good time. And then the last 15 minutes after she hit me, I was just completely shooken. I was just I was hard to get out of it.